Hi, Paul Shamplina, brand ambassador for Hamilton Fraser. We've just finished our legal update and compliance course. I'm with Chris from Ashmore Residential, our local company. How did you find the course?
It was really good, very informative, and whilst I was aware of most of the stuff that Susie was talking about, I think the biggest takeaway from today was the processes that we've got to implement to ensure that whilst we've got all the information, we're conveying it in the right way.
Yeah, fine.
Really
and did you like the way the delivery? Because we make sure it's very practical based, not theory based.
Yes, it was done in plain English, easy to understand.
Yes.
And we were encouraged to contribute rather than just sitting there taking copious notes and feeling
good.
Confused by lots of legal jargon.
Fine. And what would be the one takeaway you'll get from this course today that you're going to try and implement in your business?
Well, we need to update some of our documentation,
right,
and at the same time we need to make our landlords aware of some of the change in the processes
and the value of you being an agent.
Absolutely.
And your time of helping them and protecting them.
I've got a list of about 40 odd things that I'm going to write down and show to them and say, this is what we do on your behalf.
Thank you. It's words that I want to hear, because agents totally undervalue themselves. One thing I want to ask you, Chris, is property technology. I think it's so important for agents to be compliant, to save them time, to keep up to date with tenancies. How are you embracing property technology?
We are using it. I think that property technology is good. It's here to stay, and it helps us to make far more efficient use of our time, especially because there's so much legislation and compliance to adhere to.
Right.
But at the same time, I think it's there really to complement what we do, not to replace what we do. Agency is very much based on relationships, and I think that the frequency and the human touch is really important throughout the whole process.
Trust, as you said before, they are buying trust. And if I could ask you one question, the last question.
Yeah.
We're now on our 10th housing minister in 10 years.
Right.
You're going to sit down with the housing minister. We engage with the government a lot here at Hamilton Fraser.
Mm-hmm.
You've got one thing on your wish list.
Yeah.
What would it be, and what would you say to the housing minister to implement that new law?
Give local councils the right to borrow against their housing stocks. The biggest problem we have with the shortage of housing in this country, not just London and the South East, is the severe or chronic lack of social housing. And that is the biggest problem. The majority of councils up and down the country, they have got a ridiculous number of people on their waiting list. We're talking hundreds of thousands of people waiting.
15 to 20 years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's outrageous.
Yeah.
And many of these people who are social security tenants, some of them are very good tenants, long-term tenants, which is great for landlords.
Yeah.
They're reliant upon private sector landlords to supply housing to them. I would estimate that at least 2/3 of tenants that are social security claimants are reliant upon private sector landlords.
I know, because of the chronic housing shortage.
Because of the shortage. Yeah. And that's why the market is being exploited in the way that it is. And many people in the social housing sector are forced to live in areas away from their family and friends, away from their networks, because of government cuts and so on and so forth. And they're being moved out of their local towns. And they're told, here is your choice. And if you don't take it, you're back of the queue, and it's take it or leave it.
I know, it's very sad, But listen, thanks for coming down. We're going to shake hands.
Thank you.
Virus or no virus, we're going to do it. We're going to shake hands.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time, and thanks for your input today. It was really invaluable.
Thank you.
Thank you.